Alright, today I'm going to do a movie review speech over the movie Shawshank Redemption. So, in the movie Shawshank Redemption, it starts off with Andy Dufresne, which is he's a banker, and he's sitting in his car contemplating whether he wants to murder his wife and her mistress in the house, and because she's cheating on him. So it cuts to the court case where he's being convicted for the murders, and he said he's innocent. And so then he goes through the whole process of going through the prison, and it shows like all of his people that he meets and the relationships that he makes with the warden and the guards and just other inmates, and it shows like how the prison system is, and just gives you like an inside look on how it works. So my points I want to talk about are the characters, the themes, the struggles. So first, the main character, which is Andy Dufresne, which I said he's a banker. He is wrongfully committed of murder, and he's serving 2 life sentences that he should not be serving. And he uses his wits to get ways with the warden and the guards to ultimately gain their trust, and ultimately allows him to escape from the prison. Next up is Red, which is his friend. He's known for being able to get things like cigarettes or just other like tools that the inmates would like without the guards knowing. And then lastly, Brooks. He is an old man that runs the library, which Andy ultimately takes over. But he gets released, and he is a term called institutionalized, where he is like just so used to the daily routine of the prison system, and he like lost the ability to take care of himself in the real world because he'd been in prison for 50 years. And so just whenever he got out, he couldn't like take care of himself, which ultimately it ended in him killing himself because he couldn't take the pressure, I guess. So that's the first theme, is the institutionalization, the way that it like changes the way that the inmates live and how their brain works. Next up is the corrupt prison system. So like the guards are paid off wherever they do things to get money, and the warden is corrupt as well. The whole movie kind of revolves around Andy. Like he does the tax returns for the guards and the warden, and then he's also like scraping money off for the warden to keep illegally and under the table, under a whole new like fake person that's not even real. And then lastly is the prison life. You get an insight on like how the inmates live and the routine they have, and just like how they interact with each other in the prison. And so the struggles they have is man versus man, like inmate versus inmate. They have some inmates like group up in gangs, and they like just gang up on the weaklings and the new people that come in, the fresh meat. And so it's just they have to fend for themselves, and they have to watch their backs. Man versus self, just the way they have to like live in the cell by themselves. They're sitting with their thoughts at night when the lights go off, and just having to live with the guilt, I guess, of all the crimes they committed, because this prison is full of like bad people. It's just not anybody's going to go to this prison. And then lastly, the man versus society, where how the society like thinks about these inmates once they get released. Like they would get a job, and the supermarket, they would work at a supermarket bagging groceries, and the people would treat them like they were below them, or the managers would treat them like they're below. And lastly, I just want to give an overall rating. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. I think everybody should watch this movie because it has a lot of great morals, and it also it'll just change the way that you have an outlook on the prison system, and also just like how it changes people while they're in prison.